Munish Sharma, a very down-to-earth person from Delhi, has achieved second rank in the IAS exam 2013. He belongs to a middle-class family and his mother is an English teacher. To become an IAS officer was his childhood dream, and he achieved his dream in his second attempt. A postgraduate in management, he was associated with MNCs and was pursuing his corporate career before this achievement. He shares his experience and the strategy with our expert Rajat Kumar Saxena.
How one should prepare for IAS interview?
I think one must not bluff in the civil services interview. The people sitting on the other side of the table are experienced enough to catch your bluff if you do so. Just be yourself, be polite, be humble. It's not a test of your knowledge, it's a test of your personality. If you do not know any question, just tell them you do not know, and it would be fine instead of guessing it. And but they expect you to have interest in current affairs, in worldwide happenings. So you may not get good marks if you are not reading newspapers properly, because at the end of the day you are supposed to be an administrator. You are supposed to do good things for the country. If you cannot do a thing as minimal as reading newspapers, knowing about the society and the world at large, something as big a responsibility as civil services cannot be given to you. So interviews are generally very cordial in nature, and they are not as stressful as you would have heard. And they are very different from corporate interviews, where you are expected to be very smart and a go-getter. As a public administrator, they are looking for different kind of properties and different kind of characteristics.
Please give us details about your interview.
My interview was in the forenoon session, and Rajni Razdan ma'am board was the one that interviewed me. There were 5 people in the board, and it lasted for 25 to 30 minutes. And the questions were factual also, they were value-based also, and they were on a myriad of subjects. On my hobbies, I had written that cooking and listening to music were my hobbies, and they were also on subjects like geography, factual questions. They were on my detailed application form as well. On my post-graduation subjects, management, there was a lot of questions from marketing, HR, finance.
What mindset the candidates should keep while facing the IAS interview?
You should just be yourself. You don't need to do anything extraordinary. Everyone is a different person, so do not project something which you are not.
What suggestions would you like to give to the civil service exam aspirants for IAS interview?
I would say that take a keen interest in going through current affairs, newspapers, news channels, and it would be a good idea before the actual interview to interview amongst yourselves. You would get to know that there are a few things which you think you're doing good, but you would not find that as good when other people are doing. So I think that that helps to interview your own friends.
Do you think a good understanding of current affairs play an important role in the IAS exam?
Yes, certainly. That's the most important thing.
What do you think about JagranJosh.com current affairs section?
It's a good initiative. At times you may miss your newspaper for days. I used to miss it for weeks as well. There were times when I would not refer to the physical newspaper. I would just read it on applications. Sometimes for a few days I would not read the applications as well. So then I used to refer to JagranJosh.com because the news sections are properly arranged and they are given in very concise manner, and if you do not have any other sources disposal, it is good enough.
What more can be done to improve the current affairs section of JagranJosh.com?
I think it can be made more analytical. The links to various websites like Economist, New York Times, Hindu, Indian Express, Times of India, to the good articles everywhere, links can be provided and at one place, so that there may be people who want to read the entire story and not just the summarized version. Because there were times when I would Google the summarized version available on JagranJosh.com to go through the entire news. So maybe that can be done.